I am filming something that I wasn't at all prepared to film, so bear with me while I move things around. Okay, so I thought I would film this because I have been flipping through my current, these are my pocket pages. I do use Becky Higgins page protectors for the most part. And so I have a spread for January. If you've been watching me and following along with my live streams, you've seen these before. I have a page for February. I have a page for March and another page for March. And I have this Easter page, and then the rest of April, like the rest of half of April, I have right here. And I haven't even scrapbooked it yet. So I'm going to be moving this. I decided when I filmed the process video for this that when I do this page, the next page, I'm going to create a 3x4 card that says Easter 2024. No, 2025. And then I'm going to take this out and put it on April and put the Easter card here. So that, because this is all Easter weekend, I do still have to do my journaling on this. That'll just say the days and what we did. So I was thinking about how I might want to incorporate these cards, of which I have an entire set. Oops, I'm throwing stuff all over the place. So I have a whole set of those that I keep in this, which is my monthly place where I keep things that I need. My monthly pouch, my monthly Project Life or pocket scrapping pouch. So I took out January, February. I lost March. I had it printed up, but I don't know where it went. So I took that out. I also have a QR code for this that Sophie sent me the video for. So I just popped it up on YouTube. It's a very quick short of just her putting the sticker in place, but it goes with this photo. So I wanted to put this right there. I have a few things to do here. So that's something that I want to do. I want to put March and January and February in these formats, in these pages, so that I can, have this be a constant. This will be my constant through the year. It'll be like my Desmond from Lost. So what I did was I took these files, which I purchased from RetroHip from Paisley Press, their website, and I pulled them into Canva. It's not transparent, so I had to make it transparent first. And then I put it on this photo so that instead of this, I'll have this. And then I also put it on this photo right here. So instead of this, now I ran out of ink on my actual photo printer, so I had to print this downstairs on my inkjet printer, but I think that that'll be fine. And then what I think I'm going to do with this is use it as a tab for an insert that comes in the month of March, so that way I'll have January, February, March, even April, which hasn't even happened yet. I have that one all sorted out, and I'll be good to go. I'm going to start by cutting out these two March designs, and I'm going to make them into a tab. I'm going to, while I'm at it, just trim down all of the other things on this piece of paper. I have this 4x6 photo. I'm just checking to make sure that it's 4x6. It's actually a little bit smaller. I rarely print on this printer, so I forgot that I actually have to make sure. This printer automatically scales everything down to 97% for some reason. So these are ending up to be smaller than what I wanted, but that's okay. I just put a white border on one of the photos. Now for these tabs, I was thinking at first that I might want to cut them using a circle punch and layer them together so that I've got this giant circle tab. But then I decided instead I would create rectangles and round the corners. So doing it this way, I kind of wish I had just printed them so that one was upside down and they were back to back, so I could just cut them out as one and then fold the center of them. But this will work too. I'm just taking some time here to make sure that they're absolutely perfectly the same, and I am measuring them to do so. So I printed up the design so that it is 2 inches wide, and then however tall it needed to be for to maintain the same aspect ratio. And now, as you can see, I'm just eyeballing it. I'm cutting it down. It turns out these end up being about 3 inches wide and maybe like 2 inches deep. I rounded the corners so that it looks a little bit more tab-like. And for this one, because it's just a little bit smaller than 4x6, I will mat that one on just one of my very inexpensive Amazon 4x6 cards. They're just very cheap cardstock. And now I have all of the items that I want to put in place for this. And I also noticed that one of my inserts has the hole punched incorrectly. So I'm going to just fix that as well here. So this is me trying to make that photo fit. And of course, even though I matted now it's a little bit too big. So it's actually also trying to go into the pocket that is the smallest of them all. So that makes sense in retrospect that it would be a little bit smaller than the rest of them. But now, as you can see, I have something with that design on the January and February spreads, and I just need to get it onto the March spread. So I'm starting by gluing these two together. Again, it might have made more sense to glue them together back to back and then cut them down and corner around them like as a whole, as a one item, but I'm doing it this way. I'm using score tape here because score tape is the strongest tape that I own, and it does a really good job of sticking paper onto these page protectors. So now I don't have to use my stapler to reinforce this. I often just grab a stapler and reinforce things when I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I won't need to do that for this. So next I have to put this QR code onto one of the cards that I've already otherwise designed. I noticed that because I printed it on just plain printer paper instead of onto cardstock, I noticed that it was pretty see-through. So I decided to layer it with another piece of printer paper behind it so it's just a little bit less see-through. And rather than pulling out the card, I'm actually going to just stick this QR code right on top of the plastic. So again, because I'm using the plastic, I'll use my score tape to secure that. I'm just going to check and make sure that it works, and it instantly pulls up that video of Sophia putting the sticker on the door. So I thought that was really great. Now I'm going to fix these holes. I have this 1/4 inch hole punch from We Are Memory Keepers. It's a nice heavy duty one. It cuts pretty easily through the plastic of page protectors. And this is one of those Avery L folders that people often use for storing their stamps in. I don't store my stamps in those anymore, so I do still have them in 2 different sizes. I have the standard size and I also have the oversized one. So this is one of the oversized ones, and I'm just using it as a way to put inserts in my pocket pages these days, and I really love using it for that. As you can see, my hole punch didn't cut that circle quite perfectly, but after I trimmed it out with some scissors, it was looking really great, and that's it for this one. I hope that you enjoyed this. Take care and have a great scrappy week.